So what would the results look like if we were to win $155 nine times and the one time that we lost $845? Let's take a look and see how that works out. The good news is if we did or were able to have a 90% win rate on this trade, we could still make money. If I started with a $10,000 account over here and we went through a series of 10 trades, and we're just for argument's sake saying that when we win, we're averaging $155, and when we lose, we're losing $845. So we're throwing this in here to see how would our account value be at the end of our series of trades. It looks like it's okay, but the problem here is that this trade is not a 90% trade. So here would be the results if we had an 80% trade where we either won $155 or lost $845. And as you can see, this trade already has gone into the loss column here. We're already losing money. So if we were to put this trade on and bury our head in the sand, and 8 times we win $155 and twice we lose the full amount, then this trade is not good and we shouldn't be doing it. When we're trading, we're trying to create a money machine where for every dollar that you put in, you're getting money back. And it doesn't mean that every trade you're getting money back. It means that on average, you're succeeding. So over a series of 10 trades, you've developed an average where for every dollar you put in, perhaps you get back $1.20. Maybe it's $1.50. Whatever that amount is, you don't want a money machine where you put $1 in and you get back 75 cents. How many people would walk up in a store and put $1 in and get 75 cents back and nothing else, no soda, no candy, and walk away and say, that was a great machine. I'm going to go do that again. It's ridiculous to be doing that in this example. So why do people keep doing that in their trading? Get to know what you need to do. Get the knowledge and the education so that you can manage your trade and then show that you have a good success rate and show that you have a money machine with a positive expectancy, and then put your money to work and start making money with your machine. But getting back to this iron condor, if we have an 80% rate, we were just saying that this would be a losing machine. But what if we got even worse to a 70% rate? Look how bad this trade is working out for us. And this is where most people wind up. They'll try the iron condor for a few trades and maybe they'll be lucky enough to win the first couple. And some people, as soon as they lose the first time, they'll say, oh, this strategy doesn't work. And others, it'll take a couple of losses where they're not doing anything. I heard I could just put this trade on and I don't have to manage it. And it's just not the case. You have to be aware of your position. You have to be aware of where the price is. Is my trade under pressure? What are the chances that I'm going to wind up taking a full loss on this trade? And where is my line in the sand where I then maybe adjust the trade to minimize the amount of the loss? So that brings us to my next point. If we can minimize the loss, what would this trade look like? What if we didn't lose $845 on the times that we lost? What if we lost $200 every time we lost? Now look at that. Just simply by managing this trade and not ever letting it get to that $845 max loss and bringing it down to where we give it a chance to develop and we get 70% win rate still, but now we're managing our trade to where we do not lose more than $200. And notice how we're into a positive expectancy territory again. And this is good, but over 10 trades, maybe you want to make more money than that. So what do you do from there? What you're trying to do is develop your ability in managing this trade, putting on the trade at a better time, perhaps when volatility is elevated, because as we'll learn later on, volatility, if it drops after you put the trade on, it benefits your trade. And then what if we chose a different width of the iron condor, where maybe we start off with a higher credit, maybe we get a credit of 200 or 250, and we still learn to manage our trade with a max loss of 200. Let's look at some other examples. Clearly, if we were to do a 60% win rate on this and we were able to maintain the 155 and the 200, we could still make money, but we definitely want to be better than that. What if we were able to reduce our loss to 120 but still maintain the 155? Now we're starting to get somewhere. But perhaps we could even increase what our profit would be and get our average profit up, because we're now starting to develop and get comfortable with this system. And now we know what we're doing, and we know when we should exit, we know when we should take profit. And now our average profit perhaps goes up. Where are we now? If we could make $200 per trade on average and lose 120, even a 60% win rate would give us some reasonable results here, where this is something that we could then scale up. Once you get your money machine that works, you can then start to scale it up to where you increase your size of your position and your risk is more, but you're comfortable with the management scheme that you're using, where you've proven to yourself over a series of 10 trades that this will work for you. And then what you do is you scale it up so that you can increase the amount that you're winning. And then you see, as long as I can still keep my emotions out of the trade and mechanically put this trade on and adjust it and exit the trade each time, then you have a system that will work and you can scale it up to whatever level that you feel comfortable with.